Hello and welcome to another update video to take a look at CRO. We take another look at Crypto.com CRO due to the current situation. A lot of requests for another look at CRO. I did it yesterday already, but I think there's just a lot of interest currently because this is certainly a coin that is moving at the moment. It is actually coming down. Yeah, we talked about that in previous videos that another move down is very likely. I did show it to you yesterday in the video that there was this head and shoulders pattern that actually showed us that we could come down into the region around 6 to 7 cents, yeah, which then also happened. But obviously we've got the fundamental situation around Crypto.com and basically a so-called bank run on Crypto.com. A lot of people are withdrawing their assets. The ETH reserves have dropped, as far as I know, around 50 to 60% on Crypto.com. And I think they're getting into trouble here. But obviously I don't know. I'm not sort of behind the scenes. But what I did personally, I didn't have a lot of funds on Crypto.com, but I did withdraw everything yesterday because I've been very careful with FTX. So I managed to get my funds off FTX. I warned my community on Telegram and Discord last Saturday about this, and I think it saved a lot of people. And the same thing with Crypto.com. We just need to be careful these days, right? And also, we made a member live stream yesterday about, wallets, software wallets, hardware wallets, what to use. And I think that fits very well into the current situation. So at the moment, personally, I'm not going to touch CRO at the moment. This is sort of the elite wave interpretation of the current chart. I know a lot of people were interested in this. That's why I want to give you an update. The overall situation is that there is a chance, or there is the view that this here was a wave 1 to the upside, and we're coming down in a wave 2 at the moment. Now, we can take a look at that, and we can look at the fibs, and we can see that we have dropped below the 10 cent or 11 cent level, which is basically here, the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level. That is seriously not a good sign. That is not a good sign because it means that there is a lot of problem, or there are a lot of problems with the sentiment around this coin. Any coin that drops substantially below that level, not a good thing. We've dropped below it substantially, 50% down, 50% below the 88.7% fib level. So that is a situation that makes me worry a little bit, and where we already talked back in, I think, May, June, extensively. We talked extensively around coins that dropped below that level. One example is VeChain. VeChain also seems to be in trouble at the moment. It's just not recovering, right? I mean, yes, we need to see that this is sort of, let's say, the first real bear market, you could say, for CRO. So you could argue maybe it's allowed to do that, but it is never good for the coin, right? There are just other coins and a lot of other coins out there which are not so much in trouble, that are not below the 88.7% fib level. In addition to that, you can see we've got this descending trend line here off the sort of swing high here from December 21. We are below that level. We've actually have 3 nice touch points of this trend line, and we bounced off again. I think really only when we get back above this trend line, there is the first sign that things are recovering and reversing. So at the moment, we can see that if we assume we are in an overall uptrend, then this would be a wave 1, and this here is a wave 2 to the downside. ABC in the wave 2, and within the C wave, a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and we are now in the wave 5. So based on that, we could say the pattern is full, and it basically is now at a make or break point, because either it recovers now or it's gonna die. That's where we are really. Because if it drops much further, it's probably gonna die at some point, which I don't really want to say, because obviously I don't know, but it is certainly in a situation where I wouldn't touch it until it really gives a very, very clear reversal signal. And I think the current situation has shown a lot of people that we need to be careful with exchange tokens. Honestly, we need to be careful. But let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here. And there you can see very clearly how we bounced off this trend line. By the way, I moved the data source. So yesterday, I think I still had I had the Coinbase chart, but the Coinbase chart didn't really give us a long price history, whereas the Huobi chart does. And we can also draw here the subwaves of the 5th wave. And my view is we had a wave 1, 2 here. Then we had a wave 3, which was on the 22nd of September at around 10 cents. A wave 4 to the upside here around 12.5 cents. And then we are coming down now in the 5th wave. Now that could be over at any point, but really we need to see a strong reversal signal. There are 3 key reversal signals, and they are all relevant. So the first signal would be a break above the trend line. That would be a first sign that things might be reversing. Not a very strong sign though, in my opinion. The next sign would be a break above the wave 4 high at around 12.7 cents. That would be at least give it a chance for some shorter term upside, all the way up to around 16 cents. It's really only above this level, above the higher degree wave 4 high. If we break above 16 cents, then I would probably say with confidence that a low has been made here. Until we see that happen, I'm extremely skeptical also around the entire macro situation that's going on here. So it's time to be careful. I think pumps, short-term pumps, you know, you get lucky pumps are always possible. In an oversold market like that, you can get a day with good news and suddenly this thing is going to go up 20 to 30%. But it really is only above those key breakout points that we can get long-term, let's say, bullish again on CRO. Until that's the case, especially as long as we are below the descending trend line here, the focus would be further on the downside. Now, that's really as far as the Elliott wave analysis goes. We would like to take a look at general support and resistance levels as well, and maybe have a glance on the log chart as well, because looking at the log chart, you can draw obviously the fibs based on the log as well. And based on this log chart, we've reached the 78.6% fib level at 5.3 cents. So that is also a key support level we don't want to ignore. If we lose the 5.3 cent level, the log chart would give us another fib level, which is on the log chart, the 88.7% fib level, and that would take us down to 3.7 cents. So I think really if we lose the 5.3 cent level, we have a potential to drop down all the way to 3.6. So that would be pretty much another 40, maybe 50% drop. Yeah, so that is certainly important and certainly key. And then generally, if we just look at support, resistance, structural levels, you have here another low around 2.6 cents, but then you can already see it. If you lose the 2.6 cent level, I would say this thing is dead, because then it lost all support and will be in a lifetime downtrend. Okay, and that's my update about CRO, Crypto.com. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.